Hey guys, and welcome to week 1, day 4. I am Silky Mins, and this is Crafty Buckeye, and this is SKL, and we've got quite the series for you today.
Last day of the first week.
Flew by.
It was so exciting too, and I can't wait for this one. These two are the two teams that were in the tiebreakers, so we're bound to see a good one. I can feel it.
These guys are used to the pressure.
Yeah.
So they know they are ready for the big SKL stage here. We're going to get right underway for pick ban phase for game 1 here between, I guess we haven't really mentioned the teams.
Right.
ADP Gaming and SaskWatches are going to be the two combatants tonight. And on blue side, we do have ADP Gaming. On the red side for game 1, it is going to be SaskWatches. So, Crafty Buckeye, Xinzao Wukong taken out of the way, along with Pantheon right away, and Zed Tom Kench on the other side.
These are some real meta bans by ADP.
Yeah,
just
for sure.
Kidding. But you never know. They might just be those pocket picks that they don't want to give to. I would assume that would just be Steal the Light, all in the jungle, maybe top, but...
Yeah, I believe who did Steal the Light had a name change.
He had
right?
a name change, yeah.
He was a Wukong main.
Yeah.
I forget what was... It's gonna kill me. I know we can't check because now
like
it's
maybe
changed.
Was it Dive More? Was that him? No,
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I forget. Whatever. Wukong main taking off the plate for now. Pantheon, kind of a pick that's creeped up on us here in the meta. Has been played top, played mid lane as well. Some counter potential there. They're gonna take it right off the way. First pick Braum.
I like it. But they leave the Nautilus up. That's something that's super strong, super flexible, and
especially since both Alistar and Braum are both up. Those are kind of like the interchangeable supports right
banned,
now.
So no.
Oh, he was last ban. Sorry. So that was the last kind of OP support pick. Actually, Thresh kind of falls in that next pick order.
Thresh is always strong no matter what.
You're right, but he's kind of crept up even more, like as opposed to any other supports in the current meta. But Nautilus, probably the top tier pick right now. You gotta think,
especially if it's now that it's getting played and like it can be played support, mid, and top, and you can obviously even still play it jungle as like C9 Genghis Khan likes to do. So it's just a giant front line, with still stupid amounts of damage for no damage items. Yeah,
true. We're seeing a Master Yi picked up here for the SaskWatches. Not a pick we see a lot of in SKL, but we do see quite a bit of it in the day-to-day solo queue goings on with the Rage Blade,
I hate it.
The Sated Devourer. Yeah, as an ADC main, you hate it too. You see like Shyvana, Jax jungle, Yi played all the time, and it's actually disgusting. But we're gonna see it here, and we'll see how it works out. We haven't really seen it in a team setting, and the reason that it works so well to go with these Devourer junglers in solo queue is because you can play the long con, right? You don't have that coordination to steamroll a game quite as hard early.
Yeah, well, you gotta make sure that your lanes aren't losing though. That is the one thing. You gotta be able to farm. So hopefully they pick those strong. Nautilus is the strong laner.
Yep.
It's gonna be hard to kill. Just gotta get that strong mid lane, and then just a safe bot lane that maybe like an Ezreal or something that can scale too.
Yep.
Might be pretty safe.
And another thing we don't see a lot of here is Sejuani, and Sejuani received a couple quality of life buffs. I think her slow was increased. And that's about it, I think. And her first empowered auto attack of her Q, she swings around her head. W, sorry. Yeah. Came less clunky, right, or something like that.
I think so. I've seen
animation was
fixed. Medios play it a bunch, but he builds runic echoes.
Oh,
so it's kind of
I
like
do
the
love
new
me
Greg
some full AP.
No, he doesn't build full AP. He just goes like Gragas build. So like
full like pseudo AP kind of
first
right?
item, and then just get the lane snowballing with that.
And still does decent amount of damage. And also the Tristana picked up along with the Sejuani. Just a safe AD carry in that position. But on the other side, we've got Lulu and Subnoise. The Draven main is going to pick up his favorite champion here.
Pretty much 80% of the time. So I was not really doubting it. They're picking in order. They love to do that on SaskWatches.
Yeah.
So
they don't like to switch around.
Support will be their thing. So that's something that's kind of a little not usual. But
dive more.
Well, I was right.
Yeah.
Called it. Profit.
So sorry, Profit.
Here. But Lulu's strong lane as well, so as long as they can get something that will be able to protect that Draven, he should be an
even more than Lulu. Yeah, and well,
I just meant in lane. Like,
definitely. There's a lot left up here. There's protective supports like Janna, Nami. If they really want it, they're gonna see what kind of matchup they have here. They already know the matchup. Actually, it is gonna be Braum, Tristana. So it's kind of an interesting it's not even a strategy. kind of like just the carelessness of just picking an order top to AD carry. I don't really know why, but if teams pick up on this, you know, they're not going to bother wasting.
Yeah, if they know that they're not going to, if they know that their mid laner is going to pick until third, they're gonna save that pick for later.
Save mid lane. They're not, and but they don't have to take like the priority.
They could take a priority top laner or right jungle. Away. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Definitely a top laner, I think. Unless you don't want the counter, then you leave it, then you take a priority jungle. So I think that strategy is gonna backfire on them, or carelessness, what have you.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to adapt. I think the good teams will definitely notice this. I guess it's the first time that ADP's been playing these guys, so they didn't really know. So, you know. Fair for them to pick up.
Yeah, but they picked the Lux Trundle. I really am a fan of Trundle right now.
Me too. He's versatile champion. Kind of reminds me of Nautilus in a way. Can be played support, top lane, jungle if it was like really needed, but not really needed.
Not mid.
Yeah, not mid. So not as versatile and annoying as Nautilus, but still a split pushing threat. Going to be looking for the heavy 4-1 split push.
Do you see the ZZ routes again? Yes.
Oh, we're gonna see the double ZZ rot coming out for sure. Maybe even triple. Eulasi's gonna get his hand in that too, and get the ZZ rot going.
I hate it. Oh, it's the worst.
So Crafty, I think this comes to the point in the show before the game starts where I ask you the question.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna ask for your prediction here.
Don't do it.
I want to know which team composition you like better. Who you're gonna give the edge to going into this one?
I give the edge to blue side ADP Gaming for this game one. I just am not a huge fan of the Master Yi. I know Subnoise is a big Draven star. He likes to get all the kills and stuff. They do have a very aggressive bot lane, but that could cost them if Sejuani ends up showing up. And if their lanes fall behind, it's not going to be good.
Yeah, kind of difficult to call this one to start. Trundle eventually will be able to beat Nautilus. I think just stealing his tank stats with his ultimate and subjugate. In an extended 1v1, I think Trundle has upper hand there. So it's going to be really up to SaskWatches to stop that split push from Trundle. Both teams have a decent team fight. I mean, they've got Leon and Nautilus on one side, then on the other side you've got Braum, Sejuani, Lux, which is huge in team fights, as well as Tristana. So yeah, I think I'm going to give the edge here to ADP Gaming as well. I think they've got a superior team fight. It's going to be up to the snowballing, actually. The only way I think I see SaskWatch is coming out ahead on this one is if Draven snowballs or Yi does.
Yi gets sated in 12 minutes.
Yeah,
that could happen.
The dream could be real. I mean, Rift Herald just got nerfed. Doesn't give as many.
Yeah, we're on 6.5, so yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't give as many, so it's going to be interesting to see. We're going to take a short break, though, guys. We'll be right back for Game 1 between ADP Gaming and SaskWatches. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Game 1 between ADP Gaming and SaskWatches. On the blue side, we got ADP Gaming with Azog bringing in his little slugger Trundle, playing that troll. And in the jungle, Flamefire, Triple X playing his Sejuani. And in the mid lane, Elena? Elena? I can never get it.
You butcher this guy's name every time.
Eliana. I can't. I'm illiterate, okay?
It's alright, it's alright.
Yeah, he's playing Lux in the mid, and in the bot lane, Lawless Law and Egglosity playing that Trist Braum.
And on the red side, we've got SaskWatches. Eliana. Got it one day. On the red side, we've got SaskWatches. In the top lane, it is BOD Frosty playing Nautilus. In the jungle, Steal the Light, bringing out the Master Yi. In the mid lane, it is going to be Mayhem 2012 playing Lulu. And in the bot lane, rounding it out, is Subnoise on Draven and Seagrain, bringing out the Leona as well. The Project Leona. 6 skin. Great guy.
Yeah.
Sitting in a bush. Sitting in a bush. Both teams look like they might run into each other here. If they both decide to advance at the same time, we could get an awkward meeting here.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Come on, do it.
First team to step out of the bush.
You won't do it. Come on. It's a game of chicken.
Somebody's gonna do it. I can feel it.
Oh yeah. They're gonna wait till like the 1 minute mark. Then
do they like know? There's no way they know.
Both teams are gonna be like, "Yo, we gotta go."
There's no way that they know that
the late invade. Well, I think.
Oh,
here we go!
Then they realize that.
We have the double bind coming out.
On
to Mayhem and Steal the Light.
Here
all the
go.
damage going on to Mayhem. He's going to be one auto away from death. And the flash does come out. And the first blood going to go over to Eliana as well. They're going to look for more. Seagrain's going to be the next to go down. The Exhaust.
1v1.
The exhaust going to come out onto Subnoise as well, and the light binding is back up, picking up another kill, 3-0 already in this game for ADP Gaming.
All to the different lanes too.
All to the different lanes. Every solo lane, and then the AD carry is going to get a kill on this one. 2 assists as well for Eliana, and Lol is Lol on Tristana and Lux. That is going to help their cause greatly. Not going to affect the level 1 to 2 here though. Looks like the bot lane actually for SaskWatches is going to be a little late.
You can't fight a Braum level 1. They as soon as they saw them, they did start to run, but Braum already had his passive on. Lux landed a snare, and they just managed to pop
It
Mayhem.
really helps that Lux took light binding level 1.
It's going to hurt.
Twice.
It's going to hurt, but
yeah.
In the long run, the gold is definitely worth, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As long you're not going to go down level 1 to a Lulu, right? And even level 2, you're not. It's not going to hurt you that much, definitely. So most definitely worth, And
you're look at the gold lead already.
Yeah, and you're setting behind
1,400 gold.
You're setting behind Draven as well early. He's going to miss the experience. You're going to get level 2 in this bot lane. Already level 2 here. Egulasi and Lolazal. They could have pushed a little bit. I think they could have been aggressive after hitting that level 2 power spike, but not going for it. Eliana maybe trying to get a little bit
Did they
damage.
think like Master Yi, Lulu, Draven had a good 1v1 level 1? Like Master Nautilus has a good 1v1.
Nautilus has a great 1v1 with his stuns.
Level 1, I meant level 1.
Level 1, yeah. Has a great level 1 with his stuns on each unique person that he autos attacks. But yeah, beyond that, Master Yi not a great level 1. You know, Draven not the strongest. Leona not really. You've got the single target stun. That's pretty much all you've got. Unless you take Zenith Blade, then you can. You
can close the gap, but then you're stuck in there.
You can get multiple people, and they're all kind of like snared. But yeah, beyond that, not a lot. But there's an early gank here from Steal the Light. Master Yi on Egulasi. The stun's going to come out onto him. Zenith Blade is going to follow the heal being used by Lolazal. The exhaust coming out as well, but it's not enough damage to pick up any sort of kills. There might be a little bit of follow-up here in the bot lane as well. Doesn't look like it actually. Azog, the Impaler in the top lane against BOD Frosty. They're fighting a little bit here. Azog actually didn't get as much as teammates. 1 less assist. Feels bad, man. Just 1-0-1 here, but he's pushing in this lane early. Nautilus definitely has an easier time than some champions under turret, though. So
how did Flamefire only get a part of 1 of those 3 kills? I feel like.
Well, Sejuani doesn't have range, man. I
feel like as soon as that started fights, you start Q and start your knockup.
Maybe he was just, you know.
Maybe he already leveled up his ability.
He might have done the rookie mistake
but he's stealing a buff from Master Yi.
Steal a buff, yeah. Seeing Master Yi in that bottom lane so early meant that the buff would be allowed to be taken here in the top side. Flamefire Triple X got a 3 buff. The Master Yi, it looks like, unless the Master Yi can go over and go for the blue. He's actually going to try and fight Flamefire Triple X, but this might be bad if Lux comes, Good
idea.
Just the ward coming out. So what do you have to make of this early game, and what do SaskWatches do now, Crafty?
They play safe, farm up, and
look for fights.
Wait for a drag, and maybe wait for a fight at the 3rd drag. That's what I would do.
Ooh, the double light binding can come out on Steal the Light and Bod Frosty. The flash going to be used by Steal the Light. He's going to go down to Azog, and the flash also being used by Frosty over top of the wall to turret and to safety. Things just keep getting worse. They're not even giving you enough time to analyze this early game meltdown as another kill going over to ADP Gaming.
Yeah, Master Yi, you're just gonna have to sit in your farm, in your jungle right now and farm. Same with Subnoise. You're not gonna want to fight until 20 minutes, maybe.
Till you get some items, right?
Items, but like then when the other team's gonna get items faster here, so you're gonna need a great team fight.
Yeah, really, you know, picking your favorite champion is great and all, and Draven's the best, yada yada. But Blake Designator, yeah. But you know, sometimes you just gotta suck it up and just pick champions that are. You don't want to be a meta slave. I like seeing crazy off meta picks, but sometimes you just gotta go for what's strong, man. And ADP Gaming definitely did. I mean, they've got Nautilus on their team, but then going for the Yi and the Draven. I'm not really buying it.
No, not really buying it at all. And showing that they're gonna draft a Yi so early too.
Yeah.
That's not super strong. Like you gotta pick out an order. I think that's just the key. And even if you don't own all the right champions, we give you an option to do a sub pick draft, even if you're lazy enough, whatever. They're
not being forced.
It's the strategy, yeah.
They're not being forced to, you know, go in order. Yeah. They're forced to go in order only in the final
in the final draft. We could do a
in the final draft. Yeah. For those of you who probably don't know the behind the scenes work, last year we had some teams that, you know, maybe some players didn't own all the champions, so we had them pick whatever order they wanted to, and we showed that draft on air, and then off air we would just get them back in order. They'd just pick all the champions that they had drafted and get into game off air, and then that way it'd be nice and pretty for the presentation while they still get all the champions they want. But this time around, no one wanted that. They all decided to get in order, so it's all good. It's all on them. And yeah, showing their Yi early, and I was surprised that it was countered by Sejuani, who kind of depends on level 6.
Level 6, but still, Yi isn't going to do much until level 6 either.
Exactly,
so.
Yeah.
And Sejuani brings a lot of CC, and they can stack that. If as soon as he comes out of his Alpha Strike, ult, Lux Snare, Braum passes on, he's not living through that.
Yeah, a lot of lockdown for Yi is good too, I guess, as well, for sure. I was just thinking, maybe alternate. That's a good route.
Alternate route
would be like early game.
Yeah, exactly.
Lee Sin and Lee, what have you. Gragas. Yeah. But
Gragas would have all for that same like CC kind of style, which would have maybe been a better jungler. But Sejuani doesn't have a terrible ult gank until 6.
No, yeah, it's not terrible. It can stack the permafrost, and get the slows off.
It's a knock up like Gragas's level 3, kind of.
Kind of, a little kind of belly bounce in there. Yeah, terrible. The board goes in there. Yeah, for sure. You see the CS discrepancies starting to form a little bit in the mid lane and a little bit in the bot lane, but on opposite sides here, as Eliana finds herself about 10 CS down, but Flamefire is behind enemy lines here. The ult's going to come out on Subnoise, the flash and heal being used. Everyone's getting low. The jump over by Lawless. He's going to get exhausted, but he's going to get... Mayhem's actually going to pick up the kill. Seagrain doing work in the backline as well. It is going to be Subnoise eventually going down. Steal the Light now, just sitting there meditating, trying to take as little damage as he can. Eliana finds himself out of mana and low as well. Kills going left and right now. Azog doing what he can. A flash being used by Mayhem over the wall, but BOD Frosty is there for the backup as well.
BOD, is that how you say it?
Bod Frosty. It's all capitalized, so I'm BOD, whatever, Bod. Same thing,
He's probably got a Frosty Bod.
Frosty Bod, there you go. Lawless Law and Azog here in this bot side now. Overall, it used to be 4, so it was 3 for 1. I think, in that whole trade.
3 for Draven, and that was
3 for 2.
Draven and Yi went down.
Yeah, so 3 for 2 actually in the favor of SaskWatches there. A little bit of a disjointed fight. It looks like Eliana had the pick initially on a Subnoise. Burst used the whole combo, a final spark used and everything. And
Tristana had no items though, so that was huge. She was jumping all over the place, but like tickling the Nautilus and Leona. If that probably has enough money for like an IE right now.
See, Iron Bible knows it's BOD. Don't call him Bod.
I feel like
I knew my psychic. I was psychic.
I feel like it's gotta be
but
bod.
he's the man has spoken.
I don't trust until Bod himself.
Bod it, BOD. You mean?
Yeah.
Until BOD says, 1.5 or 1.3K is now the gold lead for ADP. So the gap closed a little bit here. Coming to this one, a little bit of a one skirmish there, and that's a small victory for SaskWatches.
Small victories. Little items though were obviously I think if Tristana has this BF pickaxe, in that fight, it's a totally different fight. Different fight. He will go down way much faster. So Leona would die, I would think.
Yeah.
But
well, and you got to realize too, after that such a kind of horrific, not the ideal start you want to go down 4 kills before 5 minutes. But it doesn't mean anything until you go back, and neither team had really gone back. So it was actually an even playing field for the most part,
and
especially with Tristana, who had the majority of those kills, just having that Dorn's blade.
I agree, and it's also a testament to their even CS despite that level 1. So they're definitely know what they have to do, and it may not be a great fight for me.
Ooh, Eliana's going to pick up the kill there on Steal the Light, who finds himself looking at a couple members of ADP Gaming. The flash being used by Bod Frosty. It is I don't know what it is. I'm getting conflicting signals from the Twitch chat. I do not know why they're fighting. Steal the Light on this Master Yi cannot fight on this Yi. He doesn't have the power. He needs the items. He needs to get sated. He needs the Rage Blade to start doing damage. And he needs to get levels as well. Flamefire finds Mayhem in the jungle now. Eliana looking to get stun up. Azog is there as well, and is going to be a kill going over to Azog. The missed Solar Flare there by Seagrain. Yeah, Subnoise is going to be trying to do damage here. Going to throw out the Whirling Death. Agulosity jumps to his teammate. Jumped in place. It looked like, but the shield did, the armor and magic resist did go over to his AD carry there.
I mean, Lawless Lull, the 80 carry.
Oh, the 80 carry, yeah.
On spot.
Yeah,
it was not the best.
But it doesn't not matter because no one went down there, so it's all good. 2-3 still on that Tristana. Got to watch out for the full combo there by the Draven Leona combo. That is a deadly one, but Braum is pretty good support to have if you want to survive that. Ooh, the steal almost coming out there.
Smite. Draven secures the Jinx.
Yeah, that was a close one. Egulasi now going to try and steal the light here. Just the stun needed to proc on him. For him to go down, for sure, the kill is going to go down to Eliana eventually picking up that one. 3-1-6 now on Lux. That is not something you want to see if you're on the opposing team. On the other side, the only one kind of worth mentioning stats-wise is the 2-2-1 Lulu, though. Not the biggest carry potential. No. Definitely helps shielding up your 80 carry
it would definitely
and
help,
Yi, but...
It would definitely help if Draven wasn't so far behind. Not that he's necessarily far behind, but he just died twice, lost some stacks. Yeah. But he's been able to stay up in CS despite that level 1 from Lawless Lull.
Yeah, definitely, but the global gold gonna tilt in the way of ADP Gaming right away as the tier 1 in the bot lane goes down for them. That is gonna be the first tower of the game. Looking to open up the map now. Definitely gonna see this Lawless Lull on Tristana go to the mid lane. Lulu has okay wave clear, not the best though. Lux definitely has superior wave clear, and with Tristana hitting that turret in the mid lane, it's gonna fall rather quickly as well. And expect them to sweep across, probably pick up the Rift Herald as well on their way if they just want to knock down these dominoes.
Yeah, if you're SaskWatches right now, I think what you gotta do is you gotta control some vision, find catches, keep up in CS, and pick a fight like in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You want to farm up, play safe, defend your towers at the best you can, and give up like this second dragon.
Yeah, definitely. Mayhem might be
actually, they already have one, so they can give up 2 more.
Yeah,
before they even have to fight at one.
Yeah, absolutely. They can play the waiting game at least for a little while. They can't give up too many turrets though. Eliana going a little bit low here. Steal the light actually doing a decent amount of damage to the Lux, not having the backup as Eliana's team was in the top lane getting that tier 1. It looks like the 1v1 is going to come out. Lawless Lull going to pick up that kill. That's not one you want to take against Tristana, and immediately deleted is the Lulu. Mayhem 2012 going down, not even using the wild growth there. I think you can still use wild growth if you're light binded, and just not using it there. Maybe you're not expecting that kind of damage coming out from Lux, but she is pretty fed. Bod Frosty might be the next one to go down as the Glacial Fissure does come out. Braum throws that one out. Flamefire over the wall comes out, and that is actually the clean ace here for ADP Gaming as things go from bad to okay to bad to worse now for SaskWatches. 14-3 are the kills. 14 minutes into this one, and all the outer towers on their side of the map are gone.
Great pick ban, I think, is leading to this snowball. Like, obviously the level 1 wasn't a success, but I think this pick ban definitely helped. Trundle is a huge pick, and I'm loving what Azog is bringing to this pick. Sejuani also not the most traditional jungler, but tons of CC now, doing her job exactly the way, and she even went Poacher's Knife, so she's gonna be warding up quite a bit. I like that style.
And did go Cinderhulk as well. Didn't go Runic Echo. You don't need to, but so. Didn't need to. But the thing about Sejuani is that she'll always be useful, right? In team fights, throwing out that Glacial Prison, Glacial Tomb, Frozen Tomb. So many snow things. It's just hard to keep up sometimes. Braum's got the Glacial Fissure as well. You know what? They just need to get away from Snow Champions for a while here. We'll be okay. We'll make it through. But yeah, like you said, Trundle has been absolutely detrimental, to this game here. Bod Frosty.
5-0-4. I didn't even look at that when I was talking about
Bod Frosty not having the answer needed. Nautilus has lots of favorite.
Frosty. I'm just joking. I'm trolling you now.
Is it Bod or is it BOD? We need a voice of reason
here.
We'll
ask him after this game.
Yeah, we'll ask him. We can't trust the Twitch chat because one guy's telling us one thing and the other guy's telling us another. But yeah, just doesn't have the answer here on this Nautilus. Nautilus has a lot of favorable matchups, is just generally too tanky to deal with, deals a decent amount of damage. But Azog on this Trundle is a tank killer, and struggles against things that aren't really tanky. But Nautilus is the pretty much picture of true tank. And look at this damage. Steal the Light did not stand a chance here. Maybe get some backup, but he's going to go down even after flashing over the pillar. Bod Frosty might be the next one to turn tail and run. Agulosity is here as well. The stun going to come out onto Bod Frosty. I don't think he has flash. He does have flash over the wall. The double flash as well. Tristana's going to join the fight, and Flamefire there for moral support. Not going to do anything. Just say, hey guys, And by Felicia to Bod Frosty as he goes back to the fountain, looking at a gray screen right now. He's going to have to wait 22 more seconds as the rest of his team tries to defend and tries to keep up vision around this mid area of the map, as that might be the next objective to go down. I think Rift Herald would be a huge asset here for DP Gaming, Crafty.
Yeah, I think putting that on Azog would be huge. They're looking to blow some people up here in the mid lane, and no one goes down, but health bars are looking a lot lower on the side of SaskWatches. Grab the Rift Herald, put Azog in a different lane, and just let him go to work, because I don't think anyone can touch him.
No one can touch him, at least not alone anyways, and looks like they're just going to say, screw the Rift Herald, we don't really need it. The Solar Flare is going to actually come out. 2 members are going to get stunned up here. Velocity caught under the tower. It is eventually going to go down. Seagrain getting a little bit low. Velocity is going to be the sacrificial lamb here as the rest of the team might look to get out of here. Steal the Light is low. He's going to eventually go down, and Lol is just doing work here. It is a 5v4 though. He's going to be forced to jump away. Flamefire going to be left here alone. Bod Frosty a little bit low. So is Subnoise. Lol is going to look to rejoin this fight, get the resets on this jump. He's going to have it, the red buff as well. And the ultimate is back up for Lux. The final spark. The resets again for Lol. I don't think he has anything left to follow up though. The flash and heal all being used trying to chase more kills.
Azog wasn't even there.
And Azog wasn't even there. That, like I said, that was a 5v4.
2 inhibitors, they're going to pick up off this for sure.
20-4 now are the kills. 17 minutes in this one. Looking like your classic Onyxia.
And is this Onyxia qualifiers?
This is the Rift Heraldless Onyxia though. That's even more impressive, but Tristana does work against towers, so that's understandable.
They got it with Shell, didn't they? Not right now, but
they got that really early. Yeah, they got
it's up right now, so they might as well just go there.
They might as well just go there or back first.
Oh my
Final
God.
Spark is actually up way too much here. Only having the Lucidity boots as well as Morello Nomicons, that's going to give you, I believe, 30% CDR. So the Final Spark.
I bet she has 35.
Oh, probably took intelligence.
Yeah,
you think?
So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Magic Pen would have been nice as well. You could have went either way. Cooldowns on Lux are so nice because she does so much base damage as well. So yeah, it's
pick up their first drag. I would think right now you would almost want to prioritize the Rift Herald before Baron spawns. First drag, you're gonna, if SaskWatches tries to come past tier 2 turret,
they're dead.
They're dead.
Yeah.
So I think you can wait on the dragon for now, because you're not looking for that 5th drag.
And dragon's not going anywhere, right? Rift Herald, like you said, is despawning in about a minute's time there, so that would be very, very good objective for this ADP squad to take up. But they're not really looking at it. Kind of a misplay on their part if they wanted it to be easier. But I think this is kind of coming to the inevitable conclusion. Yeah, they are paying towards it. They've got some time to take it down. They're going to take it down pretty decently as a 5-man squad. And look at this, two inhibitor turrets already gone here. I think this is a foregone conclusion. So, I mean, if there was hope, where would they find it? Here for the SaskWatches squad. Oh, just kidding. All hope is lost.
Hope is in the next game, I think.
Hope is in the next game. Yeah, I would probably have to agree with you there. Azog actually going to be using teleport to flank here, right behind Subnoise. Seagrain might be caught out here as well. Going to just go for him. The Xenoblade is going to be missing onto Azog, and the slow going to come out from the Randuin's Omen as well on that Trundle. They're going to be looking for more kills here. The Pillar going to come out on Subnoise. He is going to be slowed, not having any summoners available to run away from this one. The Light Binding going to go out onto him. The Anchor Toss going to be used onto the turret to try and get away. This is going to be the first inhibitor of the game going down for ADP. Just the inevitable. They're going to knock out the top one. They're probably going to go for this bot one as well. Lolazala might look to dive here. He's actually going to get shut down. Definitely a huge misplay. I think they could have just like ended the game there if he would not have died. They could have got at least the well, they're going to get it anywhere, but I think they honestly could have sat there and maybe even won the game. Instead, Seagrain's going to look to go in here. Bod Frosty as well. Foul Spark being used. Mayhem going to go so low. Seagrain's going to be the next go down. Bod Frosty is there as well. The flash up again. It seems like he has that up every 3 minutes or so, as he's forced to run pretty much every 3 minutes. But he's going to decide to go back in. Probably the wrong choice here, but he's not going to pay for it with his life this time around. He's going to get to live to die another day, and it might come sooner than he wishes. But not right now. Not right now. Not for 20 seconds till the final spark. Lux?
No, it's not.
Close. I was close. Without looking, I was trying to like guess. But no, not the case there.
It's not even up, bruh.
Not even up, bruh. It is now, bruh. That's okay. So, speaking of pick ban, do you think SaskWatches will get away from their pick order?
I think they have to at this point. The first pick Nautilus is strong. I like that pick right off the start. And then it went right downhill from there.
Yeah.
They have two really strong mid and top lane picks. They could have picked those right away. Because you can pick Lulu second rotation.
Oh, for sure.
But you can also pick Leona. I don't know why you would want real Leona right now. It's not really the strongest. It doesn't really keep that Draven safe. You're really trying to fight, which
they were definitely going for like that solo queue, like strongest synergy in the bot lane with Draven is probably Leona.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, this is gonna be so good. We're gonna dumpster this bot lane, but we didn't foresee giving up 4 kills in the first 4 minutes to the other team, and then just kind of misplaying from there on. The solo flare gonna go out, but not hitting anyone of importance. Seagrain gonna get locked up pretty squishy in his own right. Final spark gonna be used. Seagrain's gonna go in 1v5 here. Steal the light is gonna try and dive the backline. The exhaust gonna come out onto Lola's Lol. He is gonna get instantly deleted. Azog is legendary on this one, jumping in as Lola's Lol, trying to get the resets. Not gonna find it so far. Flash in from Azog. He's absolutely huge, but he's also out of mana. The double kill is gonna go over to Azog. For now, he's on mayhem. It's absolute mayhem here in this team fight. The light binding going to come out onto Bod Frosty as well, but Eliana not having the damage to pick that one up.
But Mayhem 2012 is not bringing
Mayhem 2012. Yeah, I got caught up.
He's not bringing the mayhem. He is dying. It is mayhem.
It is mayhem.
But on the other
team, it is mayhem out here because he's scattered all over the rift, and it's going to be a 22-minute victory here for ADP Gaming. I actually don't think I remember a single time where Flamefire used his ultimate in this entire. Can you? Like a big ultimate? Not noticeable. No. Honestly, not even noticeable. He did use it just now into the fountain as his team was winning.
It wasn't really like, because they didn't really need to engage with it. They already had Trundle just diving.
And it seemed like they were getting engaged on a lot of times, right? It was Leona forcing fights when they were already behind.
But what really can you do? You just gotta. You're defending your last inhibitor tower. Yeah. You just gotta and give it one last YOLO.
Well, and good luck sieging against a Lux Tristana, right? Yeah. What kind of wave clear does SaskWatches have? Pretty much nothing. Draven doesn't offer anything. One of the worst AD carries for wave clear. Unless he has like static shiv and doing insane amounts of damage. Mayhem, unless you get items and you're like late game, you can't really clear waves that fast.
Morellonomicon, needlessly large rod is not a lot of damage on Lulu.
No, exactly. You need time.
We saw the one ZZ Rock just completed at the end of the game now. Only the one.
I was expecting the double ZZ Rock going to come out, but on the other side, on the split pushing Trundle, but he went full YOLO, and you don't need ZZ Rock when you're winning the game in 23 minutes. So, Crafty, what are we going to take away from this one? I think it's a good sign for ADP Gaming, but not so good for SaskWatches.
Yeah, I guess their bans were good because they didn't get the Wukong, the Xin Zhao, or the Pantheon. Yep. They made him play Yi. I don't know if he plays conventional junglers,
right?
But it worked for their pick bans. The other side, I don't directly remember SaskWatch's bans, but maybe taking away the Trundle might be something they want to look into.
Yeah, definitely. They took away the Alistar.
It's a switch aside, so they will get that first pick blue side. I'm not sure what they would like to prioritize. Hopefully
something other than a top laner. I do want to see them kind of
pick out order. That's all I want to see them do.
Yeah, they just got to pick out order and trade around. And if they need a sub pick, of course,
let us know.
Yeah, it's all there. But we're gonna take a short break. We're gonna catch our breaths here. We're gonna re-energize, reboot for Game 2 between ADP Gaming and SaskWatches. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.